So my storyline project is on someone very, very close to me. I love this person so much, and I thought it would just be super interesting to sit down and talk with this person. They've had a long, long life, and they're just a really good example, you know, to live by. So I thought it would be cool to talk to him. So he was born on January 9th in 1929, so he's 90 years old. So in January he'll be 91. He was born in Hawkins County. He has two brothers. He had two brothers and one sister. And his parents, they farmed for a living. So he was in school. He went only until the 6th grade. He had to quit to help his parents out on the farm, you know, to make money and milk cows, and they raised tobacco, and they raised all kinds of different things. And he owned a 1934 Alice Chamberlain, I think I'm saying that right, tractor. He said that was like the best thing ever. It was a crank to start. I don't know. I don't know. I'm going to insert a picture so y'all can see how cool that is. So I asked him about his first car because I was super interested to know, you know, kind of about that. Like, and his first car was a 1934 Nash. I have no idea what that is. No idea. Never seen one, but I'm also going to put in a picture because that's cool to me. I really like that. I like visual aids. His first job, other than like farming, was mowing with a horse mower. So like a horse, he like, I don't know if he like rode the horse or the mower or what, but it had a mower attached to the horse. And he mowed every day for an old man for 50 cents a day. So that's like, I mean, that was a lot back then, but like now we're like, wow, that literally wouldn't buy anything. So I asked him then, I was like, so what were the gas prices back then? You know, that's something that's always been interesting to me. And he said that the lowest he remembered was 18 cents a gallon, and that was for regular gas. He said they would always have sales though, and that it would go down to 15 cents a gallon, which is cool. It's kind of like a Food City value card, I guess. So he then met the love of his life at age 15, and they got married May 10th, 1946, and they were married for 60 years, maybe just shy of 60 years before she passed away, before his wife passed away. She passed away the day before his birthday, so that was really sad. That's something that's always kind of, you know, been heavy on his heart. But they had 3 kids. They were all 3 boys. He said that if he would have had a girl, they would have took care of him. But they had 3 boys, and one of their boys died when he was 8 days old. He had an unknown illness, and obviously they didn't really have a lot to go by. You know, back then they didn't have a lot of medical equipment, medication, things that we have now. And he said that they didn't even have money to bury him. So that was really hard for him to talk about. I didn't really want to get into any details with that. I don't know. I just know it's a bad story. So he now has 6 grandkids. He has 6 great-grandkids, and he has 7 great-great-grandkids. So he has so many children and grandchildren and everything else around that he I don't know how he still has hair, honestly. I asked him what he liked to do, like, for fun back then, and he said that every weekend him and his wife would go and pitch horseshoe, is what he said. They would pitch horseshoe every weekend, and that was like their big thing to do on the weekends, when they, you know, weren't working on the farm and stuff. So he then worked at a sawmill in Clintwood, Virginia for 40 cents an hour, and he said he thinks he started working there around like 1956. Then he got promoted to driving a dozer, like logging, you know, on the mountains and stuff. And here is a pretty funny video, well, a little voiceover of a story that he told me.
Well, I got called for. You ain't gonna believe that, son. Yeah.
Okay, what? I never heard him laugh like that.
You ain't gonna believe this.
Okay.
Nobody believes that.
Oh, let me hear it.
I got called for driving bulldozer. Cost $25.
For driving a bulldozer with no CDL?
Yeah, in the mountain up there. Yeah, that old boy, crazy boy, come up there and he worked for the man I was working for, and he sued the man.
Yeah?
He had back trouble and he sued the man. Well, that I was working for, and the man went and he went and paid my fine. So he had to sue me first. He went and paid my fine, was $25.
Gosh, that's a whole paycheck.
I didn't have.
So then after that, he worked at Hardlock, where he retired after 28 years. And he now enjoys sitting in his chair watching baseball and watching hummingbirds come like up to his window. He has like hummingbird feeders and he likes watching those. And to wrap it up, I asked him to give me advice on how to live a long life. And this is what he said. He said, you've got to work. If you sit around all the time, you won't last long. And that's what he said. So I really enjoyed this project. It was actually one of my favorites that we have done, and I hope you all enjoy his story as much as I did.